This is Trailblazers Leagues, a temporary game mode where we complete tasks to unlock new areas, gain points to unlock powerful game-altering relics, all for the ultimate end goal of Dragon Cup. This is my journey.
Well, that's an interesting way to start the video. I'm at the Calphite Queen trying to get the Dragon two-hander, and I'm actually trying to get the Dragon Pickaxe, not the Dragon two-hander, and I just got a Dragon Chain Buddy and Dragon two-hand together in the same kill, and the kill before, I got a Dragon Chain Buddy. Can I go for the back 3-back? Slayer task over. Unfortunately, did not get the Dragon Pickaxe, but I did get like 18 KQ heads. I'm up to 128 kills. There is a task for 150 kills, so I'll probably go till that. And then if I don't have the Dragon Pickaxe, I guess I'm just never one-downing Akka unless I get lucky. So I got a white light that raid, but we got the trio speed time. So that's 10 speed tasks done. Missed a Dinny B and an Arcane. A green light here, so again, no Mega Rare, no Prayer Scroll. Hoping for maybe Ancestral Bottom so I can finally get rid of this Infinity. But let's see what we get. Hey, look at that. Called it. Ancestral Row Bottom. And I'm super happy for Nooble Dooble here as he got the Dragon Hunter Crossbow. And that is, like, apart from the T-Bow, his best in slot drop. Unfortunate for Smackbar getting the Arcane, but that is huge. I am now just the helmet away from completing full Ancestral, and I also have the Virtus Mask, so I'm getting damage boosting gear in every slot. If I just look at the difference between the two, I'm getting 2% magic damage, which gets multiplied up to 6% with the Ancestral. Really nice, and I'm also getting 9 more accuracy and a lot more defensive. That's enough chambers for now. Picked up an Abyssal Demon task, and I have not touched Abyssal Sire yet. I decided against doing Abyssal Sire early, just because it's not an instance, and I felt like it was going to be really busy as people were rushing for points, but it's now like 12:30 in the morning on a Sunday night, so I think it may be relatively easy to find a world. Same sort of thing I did with Cerberus, so I'm going to try to kill Sire for the first time on Leagues. There are a bunch of points locked behind Abyssal Sire. One kill is 80 points. Up to 300 kills is another 600 points, so you get 680 for kill count. 200 for all the combat achievements, and I'll be able to do that on Wednesday once they make the Venge spell no longer a requirement. And then there's also getting one Unsired, which is 80 points, and then both the Abyssal Dagger and the Abyssal Bludgeoned are 200 points. So there's over 1,000 points locked behind Sire. There is the first Unsired. It's a 1 in 20 drop, so we're bound to get a lot of these. And I could do this cool little trick where I fairy ring to the spot, and then I'm able to recall back to my room. But what we're looking for here is we're looking for the bludgeon piece, or the dagger, or a jar. Those are the 3 big things. I will take any of those, and I will be very happy. And I got the Abyssal Dagger on the very first Unsired. That is huge. That is an elite task. That's a hard one to get. It's much rarer than the Bludgeoned, so I am happy to get that. 280 points already, plus I got the 1KC task. So I've already gained 360 points in 15 minutes of Sire. I should have done this a long time ago. Unsired number 2, and also, funnily enough, that is now 4 kills in a row with the Clue Scroll. Clue Scroll on 41, Clue Scroll on 40, Clue Scroll on 39, and Clue Scroll on 38. I'll take the elites, even though I probably won't end up using all of them. Little tip, don't save your Unsired, because there's a chance of getting duplicate bludgeon pieces if you do. You want to use the Unsired right away. And I got another Abyssal Dagger. That's funny. There is 50 kills down, both an elite task. That's crazy that an elite task. Also a elite combat task, netting me 4 more combat achievement points. Hopefully, if I get a 3rd dagger, it's about a 1 in 5 to get an Abbey dagger from Unsired. So if I get a 3rd one, that would be 1 in 125. But I got myself the first bludgeon piece, which means I need 2 more to complete all the rare drops from Sire. Was wondering when the next one was coming. Unsired number 4. And we got the Bludgeon Claw. That is the 2nd bludgeon piece. We are 2 out of 3 on the bludgeon. And I got a lamp to do, what skill should I lamp? Probably mining. I'm gonna probably end up getting 25 mil mining because that is my AFK right now. And that is 15,000 experience. Unsired number 5 is the final bludgeon piece. We can go make the bludgeon. But that is the Abyssal Bludgeon. We can equip that for an elite task. This is like a best in slot, not really a best in slot, it's been power crept, but it is a crush weapon, primarily used for crushing bosses. You can see the crush attack bonus is 98, and a really big strength bonus of 93. But I think because I have the Fang, this weapon is literally useless, and I'll be fanging anything that I need to melee. Remaining tasks for Sire now is just 150 kills, 300 kills, and completing all the combat achievements, which I will automatically get on the next League update. So it's really just KC tasks. That's the way you want to end the task. Getting an Unsired. That is Unsired number 6, so it's pretty on on drop rate as it's 1 in 20. Collection log wise, we're 6 out of 9. We need the pet. I don't really expect to get that. I think it's 1 in 25 from an Unsired. The head and the jar are both 1 in 10. I would love, absolutely love to get the jar right now. Hey, I got the Abyssal Head. That is at least a collection log slot, though. I think it is useless because I don't have access to the Slayer Helm with my regions. It's time to try the Inferno. I've been putting this off for way too long. Let's see how things go. I don't have any Zuck kills on the main game, and my Inferno experience can basically be broken down to 5 mean kills on Shattered Relics, where you could essentially AFK until triples. As for my build on Trailblazers, it's not the best for speedrunning the Inferno or Sustain, as I don't have Zerker to one-shot the mobs, and I don't have Undying Retribution to keep making mistakes. But I do have Soul Stealer, which will allow me to make small mistakes on each wave, just no real big ones. My overall goal with this is to get good enough at the waves so that I have confidence that I can actually do the waves properly with no relics in the main game. I'm sure the background footage isn't perfect, but it's a lot better than I thought it would be at this stage. The Zuck fight will be relatively easy though, as I have a ZCB with rubies, and the Executioner's Axe is a relic that allows me to skip healers, so I'm mostly worried about getting to Zuck rather than actually doing Zuck. Whoops, wasn't recording, but I got up to wave 57 there on my very first attempt. I think it's doable. I just made a very silly mistake there. First Zuck was going well until I got to the west corner behind the shield, and I forgot that because I'm using a crossbow and not a bow or a T-bow, I can't actually attack Jad there, so I clicked out. And then I panicked to go behind the shield and missed the prey flick on Jad, and he one-banged me a 77. I'll get it next time. Ooh, did it. It worked. I got the Infernal Cape. Oh, man. I am so happy with that. The axe worked perfectly, exactly as I planned. Knocked it right below. Ooh, got myself a Grandmaster task, a Master task, another Grandmaster task. I'm just happy it's done. My body was shaking during that. Like, my hands are still shaking. Not only is that just really nice to get done, and it feels really good, but that is also a Master task to equip an Infernal Cape. Oh, I am so happy I have this. I can clean that up a lot better. I was just super nervous, but I can definitely do it in the future. And I think I'll probably go for 5 kills to iron out my skills, but I need to calm my heart down. To keep things going on the Fashionscape side, I decided to get an Infernal Max Cape. I got the 3 mil to spend on it, but what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to have range and mage. I will use the Max Cape as my main cape, and then when I need to melee, I will put on the Infernal Max Cape. The Inferno took me less time than I thought, so I think I'm going to look for some PVM to do to round out this video. With dinner eaten, Inferno complete, it's time to move on to the next grind, and I think I want to go back to Slayer. There's a lot of tasks available, such as 50 superior Slayer creatures. Still need to get more Sire kills, get the Eternal Ring, get the Imbued Heart, and there's also Hydra and Cerberus, which I need to complete off, as I need to get 14 more Cerberus kills. And look at that, I got a Hellhound task right away. I just need to find a world, and I'll be able to get 14 Cerb kills very quickly. I think it took longer to find the world than it did to get these kills. That is 14 more kills, getting me up to 300 Cerberus kills. That is the final Cerberus task available to me. I have all the drops and the highest kill count task, so we are done with Cerberus. Worms are probably the lowest level Slayer task that I'm going to do that isn't bossing. Just by virtue of the fact that they have superiors and they are very quick to kill. Ah, there we go. Got my Eternal Gem. Most people would be like, oh, I'm really sad I didn't get the Imbued Heart. But honestly, they're both 200 points, and that's all they are to me at this point. I can't really effectively use either of them. But we'll go make that after the task. Well, the clogs keep coming in. Again, I don't think this one's that useful, but I still need to get them because I want to get up to 750 collection logs as kind of like a bit of an end goal. That is the last collection log task, and I think it's going to be a stretch, but I think it's also possible. In order to actually make rings, I need to purchase ring bling. I never ended up doing that because Slayer rings, I think, are actually useless. I think all the teleports on the Slayer ring are in different regions. So I never thought about making them or unlocking them, as they didn't give me any useful teleports that I didn't already have. But we can make the Eternal Slayer ring and equip it for another elite task. Let's check. Let's rub this. Teleport. Let's see if they're all crossed out. Stronghold can't go, Mauritania can't go, and Releka can't go. Yeah. They didn't cross it out on this interface, but I can't go to any of those. Hey, 200 points and one less bank space. All right, just did a tow with my friend, and he picked up his Lightbearer. Huge for him because he has the spec build, so Lightbearer is insane for him. But I got 200 points on the Kefri room by getting Perfection of Scarabus, getting another 200 points, and that put me to 58,500. And if I log out and log back in and refresh the high scores, I am now rank 100 on the high scores. I don't know if I'll specifically go for a high rank, but it's nice to see that I made it onto the top 4 page. Maybe I'll get to 3rd page, but I'm eventually going to hit a wall and stop gaining points, and these much better gamers are definitely going to lap me at some point. All right, we just had an absolute speedy Toa, 22:44 total time in 19:45 challenge time. Let's see what the purple is. Let's go, big money. And I got a Masori's Mask. That is a new unique, and I can upgrade my Armadillo helmet. One more Toa drop remains until I am complete. We look at tombs. Well, technically 2, because I also need the ward, but I really am probably going to be staying here until the Masori chaps. Oh, it's definitely now. My character's looking a lot less shit now. Just need to get those pants. I'm killing some time because I have an Abbey Demon task, and the worlds are super packed now, so I'm waiting till it's late at night and everyone's gone to bed. So I thought, you know what? I'm 1 drop away from Masora legs. Let me just go get that right now. But no, got Fang at number 10. Expert mode number 23. Another purple has been obtained. Let's see if the good drop streak can continue. No Fang, no Lightbearer. Please be pants. There's like a 1 in 4 chance every time I get a purple that it's something new between the ward and the pants. But the pants would be so freaking sweet. And there's the ward. And the Jewel of the Sun. So we got 2 collection log slots there. Now the Eladinus ward is an offhand weapon. It's a mage shield basically. And it is an elite task to complete it. So we picked up another 100 points. But seeing as we have the Shadow already, which is a 2-handed mage weapon, we're probably not going to see much use out of this ward. Decided to do a 705 for shits and gigs. My purple chance is 100% as it's over 21%. And you multiply that by 5 and you get over 100. Let's see what we get. This is probably going to be my last Toa of the night. It's now, I think, late enough that I can go do my Abbey Demon task. and finish up Sire. Maybe we can get the chaps here. No, Fang number 12. So we got a lucky Impling here. We got the elite task to catch a lucky Impling barehanded. Thank you, Mr. Otfan, for calling that one out. That is 200 points. I'll be sure to call them out if I see them for someone else like I did for my friends earlier. But 200 more points getting me that much closer to 60k. Well, Fire Sale doesn't have much use in the late game, but the one thing it does really have going for it is virtually unlimited Onyx Bolts. I just spent like 1.3 million Toggle, which I had stored up, and I can now make about like another 700 Onyx Bolts, and I think that'll probably last me until the end of League. I had like a 300 stack when I maxed, and I've only used 200, and it's been like 4 or 5 days. There is 150 kills at the Abyssal Sire, halfway to the final KC task, and that is another 200 points. Task done. Might as well take these Ceridome brews with me. Ended up with 4 unsired, which brings me up to a total of 12 unsired. And that basically puts me right on drop rate because the chance for an unsired is 1 in 20. Again, we're looking for the pet, we're looking for the jar. Apart from that, it's all going to be duplicates. Hopefully I don't get another full bludgeon here. Bludgeon piece on the first one. Second one is another bludgeon piece. The third one is a whip, and the fourth one is another bludgeon piece. And right away, like 2 skips later, I got a Hydra task. 122 with bracelets probably gets me very close to 300. Which is the kill count we're going to be going for. Within this Hydra task, I want to try to get all the combat achievements done. Well, all the combat achievements that don't require items from other regions. So that requires killing the alchemical Hydra 15 times without leaving the room. And also killing it 150 times, which I will definitely get. So I just got to get a 15 kill trip. And then I'll be ready for the update, which should auto-check off this. Because it requires a Darox Great Axe and is in Mauritania. Turns out a 15 kill trip is easy when you don't pay attention, and we just got, what is that, our second Hydra tail. Yay! More useless drops. I think like Hydra's the worst boss on League because the drops are all useless. The boss isn't that much faster. That was probably the quickest kill I'll ever get. Perfectly timed rubies. Could walk it faster, but it's probably in the 40 seconds. Yeah, 50 seconds. And that is also 150 kills, which is a master combat task and a hard League task. There is the Hydra's Heart, which is the 3rd piece of the Brimstone Ring, meaning I get another elite task once I go make that after the task. But we got another 98 more kills to go. I think to make the Brimstone Ring, I just use them on each other. Click. Yep, proceed with the alchemical combination, and that is the Brimstone Ring, which is a hard task. Wow, I thought that one was going to be an elite task. It is our best assault ring in terms of stats for our entire regions, +4 melee strength, and much better accuracy than the Ring of Shadows, but the Lightbearer gives us double spec, which gives us more ZZBs, which gives us more rubies, so the Brimstone Ring is going again into this quasi-useless tab. Damn, beat my personal best. I really didn't think this was going to happen, but I'm down to 48 seconds. Rubies with the Dragon Hunter crossbow are going in hard. Hydra task is complete. We got a total of 160 kills there. Not too shabby. Looking at the collection log, I got 4 Hydra tails, 4 Hydra leather, 2 full rings, a Hydra claw. Really, all I wanted out of that was the jar because, again, like with Sire, there is a task associated with that. But the collection log slots are sure helping. I'm already up to 550, and I really want to get that 750 clog task. But I've done a lot of PVM over the past couple days, getting myself up to 59.3k from that dragon rank. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one.